Hello good people, and welcome back to another math video, this time on slope. And this has caused some confusion recently, so I thought we would hop into this with a little video. Here we go. Slope in math terms is the change in the y value divided by the change in the x value. So however much y is changing, and that's our vertical change, and divided by however much x is changing, which on a graph would be our horizontal, will give you slope. Sometimes another way people will talk about this is rise over run. And this really means the change in how much something goes up divided by how far it goes over. A staircase is a pretty good way to think about rise over run. So this distance right here would be how far the staircase rises. And maybe we could say that that is 12 feet. So let's put that in, 12 feet. The other value, this way, this is how far the staircase runs out. And that means kind of the difference between where it starts and stops. And maybe for our purposes here, maybe we say that value is 6. Okay, so these would be in feet. So the change in our y would be from 0 to 12. The change in our x would be from 0 to 6. So we would have 12 over 6, which if we divide this out equals 2. So our slope here is 2. Here we see slope shown on a graph, and the words rise and run have been written in here just to help us understand it a bit. So here's the rise, and that's our vertical change, or our change in the y value. So this first point is at a y value of 1, and this next point over here, they bring this across just so you can see, it's at a y value of 3. So the change from 1 to 3 is 2. And that's going to be over our change in x value. So let's see, our x value, this same point moves from an x value of 2 over to an x value of 6. So that is a change of 4. So if we reduce this, it would reduce to 1/2. So the slope on here is 1/2. Sometimes we're presented with a table and asked to find the slope. And we can do this without a graph. Just remember that our slope is the change in the y value over the change in the x value. So let's figure out some changes here. Well, if I go from 7 to 11, if I go from 11 to 15, what we see is a change of 2, change of 4.
Attention, please. Any students?
On the x side, we see the change from 1 to 3 and the change from 3 to 5. So 1 to 3, this is a change of 2 and 2. So the change in y is 4 over the change in x of 2 gives us a slope of 2. So there's a couple different ways to see slope. Hopefully that's helpful, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.